Hello and welcome to Dallo News. We start with a report about the Somali election process, part 3. After a year of chaos since 8 February 2021, the election process is still unresolved. Let's look at the history. Since Somali President Mohamed Farmajo remained in power after his constitutional term expired on 8 February 2021. On 19 February 2021, militias loyal to Farmajo and opposition militias went into battle in the Somali capital Mogadishu after the opposition led a protest where former presidents Hassan Sheikh Mohamud and Sheikh Sharif Sheikh Ahmed were not present. Since then, relations between the Somali federal government and the opposition has only gotten worse. On 12 April 2021, Farmajo extended his term for 2 more years, an event strongly rejected by the opposition, who sent militias to Mogadishu to overthrow Farmajo and exercise their own authority in Villa Somalia. Police attacked former President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud and the crowd could plunge the country into civil war. But thanks to Somalia's Prime Minister Mohamed Hussein Roble, he was able to ease tensions, and by May 2021 an agreement has been reached between the Somali federal government and federal states. Elections for the upper house in July, lower house in September, and the presidential elections on October 10th. But this deadline was missed because the leaders of Puntland and Jubaland had their own interest and installed the loyalists as senators, a choice that could fuel a divided political system. And the recent appointment of former NISA director Fahad Yassin as MP for Beledweyne, the same man the opposition says was responsible for the murder of a NISA agent. Short to elections seem not to be coming, and while the opposition, Puntland and Jubaland and the Somali federal government have their own interests and the interests of the UAE and Kenya, Villa Somalia, Galmudug, Hirshabelle and Kofor Gabet, also known as Southwest State, seem to be loyal to Qatar and Turkey. The only way to elections is to overthrow Farmajo or war. Abdikarim, Dallo News. Since 24 February, the Russian army invaded Ukraine. This after President Putin seized the capital Kiev. Now where we are recording this, there is heavy fighting. And because I cannot really say something again about it, because every time this changes, maybe tomorrow there's no longer fighting, the Russian army withdraws from Ukraine, or they will invade Poland or whatever. I cannot say now because this is recorded pre what's going to be happen something. So that's why I cannot say you quickly about what's happened. But what is the history between the two countries? Why President Putin is interested in Ukraine, or what is his plans, or what is the plan for the Russian Federation, or what does the West has to do with Ukraine, and why the Ukraine wants to join the NATO, and everything else I will explain on Dallo Explainer, which is coming next week. So if you want to know the history about the two nations, then you need to see that. Fahad Yassin elected as MP for Somalia's parliament. You will see it next. Queen Elizabeth II has COVID-19. The war in Yemen extends. And Erdogan condemns Russian actions on Ukraine. former director of the Somali National Intelligence Security Agency, NISA, Fahd Yassin Haji Daher, has been elected as an appeal for Beledweyne in the Somalia's parliament. The Somali National Election Commission rejected the decision because they accused Fahd Yassin Haji Daher of rigging the elections, and some say he was responsible for the disappearing of a NISA agent. And this was Dallo news for this month. Next month we'll be back as always. Bye!
Я тут. Ніяку зброю ми не складемо. Будемо захищати нашу державу. Тому що наша зброя – це наша правда. Наша правда в тому, що це наша земля, наша країна, наші діти. І ми все це будемо захищати.
Soo geli doona ku saabsan doorashooyinkii dalka ka dhacay kulleyda inta aniga garaadkayga soo gaari karta waa doorashadii